just adjacent to the original Commerce Center, and so it just makes sense to go ahead and begin the development of it, and really appreciate all of the support from each of you here. We've got a lot of really key partners that are here that I see in the crowd, and I want to thank y'all for doing that. Probably the real key and the group that has been part of this development, not only here but in the other park as well, and has stayed by us through thick and thin, is Santee Electric Cooperative. And so I want a big hand for the folks in the cooperative, please. Rob Higbee is here from the cooperative. He is going to be speaking for the CEO, Mr. Rob Artis, in just a few minutes. So Rob, thank you for being here. Another very key partner in this particular building, and has been essentially a lifelong partner in economic development in Williamsburg County, is the South Carolina Department of Commerce, and there's a long history there. And we have today Mr. Ed West from the Department of Commerce, and he's going to come up and share a few words with us. So Ed, thank you very much for you being here. And then certainly working through with Santee Electric, the other real key component behind this building is the South Carolina Power Team. They have a fantastic initiative that they put in place a number of years ago that is helping out communities all across the state, and we were able to take advantage of that, and we are very glad that the Power Team is working with us on that. And we have Mr. Jamie Frost here today from the South Carolina Power Team. So Jamie, thank you. Again, the vision for this park a number of years ago, when this land was acquired, came from the Development Corporation, the Williamsburg County Development Corporation. And we've got some members here today from that. Certainly our chairman and supervisor, Mr. Stanley Paisley, is here with us. Bishop Linwood Cooper is here as well. Bishop, thank you. Mr. Dent Adams from Farmers Telephone Cooperative is here as well. Let's see. Mr. John Martin is here as well. Thank you, John. So I want to say that group and those representatives from the group they're here today. This was their vision, and we're very excited to be able to make this vision come to fruition. So thank you all for that, and for giving me a tool to be able to work with like this fine piece of property that way. So thank you. Certainly too, the other group that's involved in on a grassroots level here in the county for Williamsburg County is our development board. And that pulls in all the citizens and the folks that are able to take advantage of the companies and the growth that's happening here in the county. Our chairman of that group, Mr. Vernal Fulton, is here today. Mr. Vernal, thank you very much. And I would be remiss if I also did not include Reverend Fulmore, Councilman Fulmore as well. So the county council is a vital part of our efforts here, and so Councilman, thank you. Let me see, and also from the State Department of Commerce, we've got Eileen Patenay is here, and Mr. Dutton as well. And another key partner in our marketing and efforts and everything, it always helps us keep going forward, is NISA out of Florence, and we're glad to have the executive director, Mr. Jeff McKay, here with us. Let's see if I let. Oh, and one other thing too. Another key player in this whole aspect, this whole project, is Congressman Clyburn's office, and part of our local delegation, Senator Sabb. Kenny Barnes is here from Congressman Clyburn's office. They have helped us get some very important permitting for this project. So, Kenny, thank you all for your help. Senator Sabb couldn't be here, but he did play a very important role as well in helping us push all this forward, and I think he gave some, shall we say, words of encouragement to the Department of Commerce and helped us with some of the help there. So thank you for that. So I don't think I've left anybody out. I hope I have not left anybody out, but so thank you all for that. I would like Mr. Vernal to come up, if you would, and give us a brief invocation, if you would, please.
Morning.
Morning.
Bow our heads in prayer. Oh Lord, our gracious God, we are here today to see all the things that you have given Waynesburg County and us to prepare ourselves to deal with. And Lord, we want to give you thanks for this great day in Waynesburg County. And for you, it would never happen. And we want to say to you, Lord, that we want you to be with us through this project. And after this project, Father, we want you to stay with us and guide us and protect us through all the things that we have to go through to make it happen. Now all the blessings we ask in your name for Christ's sake, amen.
Thank you. At this point, I would also like to also make sure that as everyone can see, these are the renderings of what the building is going to be looking like. Just for the general group, this is going to be a 50,000 square foot building, and it will be readily expandable up to 150,000. So what that will mean is the building will be basically essentially right here behind us, and will extend down the length of the property, and then the pad will be prepared so that it will be ready to roll. If someone comes in and says 50,000 is great, but we actually need 100,000, then it will be ready to add on that extra 50,000 more quickly than it would if it was just a greenfield site. So it's a very, very exciting thing. But I do want to point out our engineer of record from Alliance Consulting Engineers, Mr. Bob Freeman. He has been a huge help on this project already, and I'm sure he will continue to be, working hand in hand with our contractor from Mr. Jeff Harrington from Harrington Construction out of Myrtle Beach. So thank you guys for both of you. If anybody has any technical questions, they're already over my head, so make sure you talk to those two guys, and they will be able to take care of it for you that way. At this point, helpful Alliance is. This is Mr. Frank Newman. He's also with Alliance. They're incredibly helpful at all needs. At this point, I'd like to have Mr. Ed West from the Department of Commerce come up and share a few words with us and let us know what your thoughts are. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good morning to all of you.
Morning.
Dan, I believe it was probably 18 years ago that we were standing just up the road under a tent very similar to this when we had the groundbreaking for the Williamsburg Commerce Center. And some of the same people that are here today were partners at that time in helping to fund. I remember Santee Electric and certainly Farmers Telephone were working through USDA grants and loan programs at that time to make it feasible to start this park, to get the infrastructure out here. And certainly we are proud to be a partner in all of this, not only financially this time, but certainly over the years helping give our expertise. I think I came down here when I had much more hair every week when we were developing the park, and also starting to talk about the first spec building that we built down here. And then we moved on to Hemingway and the spec building there, and then again moving back to the most recent spec building that's been built here. But my encouragement to you today is to continue. Now that this has started, you've got to start making plans now for the next building and the future. Because once again, we would hope that this building would turn very quickly, and when it does, then what do you do if you don't have a plan ready? So we appreciate your opportunities, the opportunities that you're creating here for people to have jobs. We appreciate the opportunity to be a partner in it, but at the same time, my message would be start planning for the next building, start planning for the next properties today so that you're continuing that cycle. Again, we appreciate the opportunity and wish you great luck with this building, and thank all the partners that have helped out on this as well.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that, and we are already looking at other sites. So thank you for that. At this point, I'd like I said, our key partner, Santee Electric Cooperative, Mr. Rob Higbee, to come up and share a few words. Thank you, Rob.
It's my pleasure to be here today to represent Santee Electric Cooperative. One of the missions of the Electric Cooperative is to improve the quality of life of our membership. And one of the ways we do that is through economic development programs. And that's one of the reasons that our CEO is on the development board as one of the members, is so that we can work with Jen and we can work with Mr. Paisley, Supervisor Paisley, and those in order to come up with the different economic development type projects, as well as to cater to our existing industry that is just as important. So, we want to thank you for that opportunity. And one of the things I did want to point out as far as our commitment is if you look back here over my right shoulder, on the other side of the ditch, we're building a brand new state-of-the-art substation right there. So when they're coming in here with prospects and they start asking about power requirements, or they start asking about power quality, when you got a substation sitting on the lot next to you, it's hard to get much better than that. So that is a big investment, but we think it's going to be worth it, and it should help us land a very good industry at this location. One of the other things I did want to mention, one of our strategic alliances there at NISA, Mr. Jeff McKay, I was at one of his recent presentations where he was quoting some statistics about the different prospects that's been coming around. And one of the ones I made note of was that 47% of the recent prospects that's coming in with a request for information are looking for an existing building. And he said it may be more than that now. So if you think about that, if we don't have a spec building that's available, 50% of the people that's looking at our region will not even be here to talk to Jim Moore or Supervisor Paisley in order to have an opportunity to even sell yourself in order to bring them in. So even if they don't go into the spec building, at least you're able to sell your community, and you may be able to sell them to come back the next time. So that's extremely important as well. The other thing I'd just like to say is that it's a pleasure to work with all of you. It's a pleasure to work with Mr. Jim and with Supervisor Paisley and the power team. When we went in, we started talking to them about the spec building. One of the first things we did is we called the South Carolina Power Team, because they're our economic development arm for the cooperatives in the state. So they came in and they were very helpful in going in and putting together a package to figure out how we can finance this project. So I really want to thank everybody. We really appreciate it, and thank you, Jim.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Like I said, without the cooperatives' help, so much would not be here. It's indeed part of their mission, and we really appreciate y'all's help, Rob. So thank you. At this point, too, I'll say one of our key funding partners certainly is South Carolina Power Team, and so Mr. Jamie Frost, I'd like for you to come up and share a few words with us as well.
Sure. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Jamie Frost. I'm with the South Carolina Power Team. One of the things about being third is everybody says everything that you were going to say before you can get up here. But I would just echo, a lot of what you heard is product is key for economic development. One of the things that the South Carolina Power Team, through the electric cooperatives in South Carolina, has been able to do is fund projects and assist with projects very similar to this. We've done several spec buildings across the state, and this one is just as important as any other one. The $30 million Site Readiness Fund has been instrumental in projects like this, and we're proud to be a part of it. We've funded about 22 projects now, with this one being one of those 22. Up to about $33 million in funds that have leveraged through our matching program, have leveraged about $160 million in construction activity for economic development throughout the state. So we're pleased to be a partner in this. I'd like to commend Williamsburg County Development Board, and all the other players, Department of Commerce, certainly Santee Electric Cooperative, for moving this forward. It certainly moves the needle. Without the product, we cannot continue to recruit industry. So I'd like to say thank you.
Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Thank y'all. And product is key, and so is leadership. And for the last 3 years, I've had the privilege of working with the supervisor, Mr. Stanley Paisley, and he has provided some great leadership for this county, and certainly, from economic development terms, has provided some very strong leadership as well. So, Supervisor, if you wouldn't mind coming up and sharing a few words with us about the project.
Thank you,
sir. Thank you.
I'd too like to say good morning to everybody. And certainly it is a great day in South Carolina, in Williamsburg County today. And we just simply want to just say thank you to all of the partners that have been identified here. Teamwork makes the dream work. And certainly for the past several years, we've been able to put together a very strong team. And as a result of the partnerships and the collaborations that have happened, you see this project today, but there are other things that have gone on in this county over the past years that have created jobs and opportunities. And the only way that we can continue to improve the quality of life, Rob, is by working together. I want to thank my colleague on County Council, Reverend Fulmore, the other entities, local entities that have been involved, Leslie with the Chamber, all the local fabric of Williamsburg County within the area has made this day and others possible. And so we know that in order for us to continue to, as our slogan is, to discover the hidden treasure of Williamsburg County, we have to be prepared. When opportunities are available to us, we have to be prepared to take advantage of it. And that's what today is all about. And as we continue to move forward and to prepare ourselves, then we'll be able to take advantage of those opportunities. We look at the region in which we are in, and we see the growth and development that is occurring all around us. We see what's going on down in Charleston with the port and with the large companies there. We see, Jeff, what's happening up in the PD and the NISA region. And certainly at being right in the center of that, we want to be able to take advantage of all of those opportunities that are going to be afforded to us. So we want to again just simply say thank you all as well for everything that you could do, because Williamsburg County within it, in and of itself, could not have and produce the resources necessary to create this opportunity for this spec building. So on behalf of, again, my colleagues and on County Council and all the citizens of Williamsburg County, we certainly just want to say thank you, and we appreciate that you continue to support us as we move forward, because this is just the beginning. We're going to continue to work in the future to make sure that we can do the things that will create the quality of life that will make a difference in the lives of all the citizens of Williamsburg County. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you. I think the wind is trying to give us a message that, hey, let's move this thing along. Let's get this sold and let's get another one built. So at this point, I think just in the interest of time and making sure everybody stays comfortable, I think that's going to conclude our event, with the exception of now, you four gentlemen, if I could have you, Councilman Fulmore, if you will join us, and we'll turn a little dirt. Mr. Harrington, is there anything special we need to do?
No, enjoy.
All right, very good, very good.
All yours.
Turn the handle right.
You don't have a shovel, have two people hold the shovel together. You guys get closer together.
She might get some ideas.
There you go, both of you hold it. We got one more shovel here. Y'all can come in. Shoulder to shoulder. That way you'll be narrow. Yeah, all right.
better go grab a corner there, John. Yeah, he tried.
Yeah. Everybody ready? We're going to take a couple pictures. On the count of 3. 1, 2. Stay there. 1, 2. Anybody else? And one more. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
All right, everybody with a hard hat. Throw dirt.
Y'all want to go ahead and kind of throw some? Hold on, I'm not ready. Hold on.
Play in the dirt.
All right, when I count 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready.
Uh-oh, that already needs
got me okay, Mary?
I hope so. I hope I got the good side.